Okay, now let's work with the function of jumping of our player. So we need to go to the character movement script, and we're gonna make a new variable. Let's say, okay, this is gonna be a public float, and it's gonna be jump speed, and we're gonna give an initial value of 600.0f. Okay, so let's go to the update function. Let's remember that when we get the horizontal axis, it was pre-programmed that the horizontal are the keys on our keyboard A and D. So now we're gonna program the command jump that is already programmed to be the space bar. So let's make an if statement. Let's say if input dot get button down uh, is gonna be no, inside here, the jump functionality. Okay, if this statement is true, what it what's gonna happen? So our rigid body, let's add force with new vector 2. And with the parameters, here we need to set as vector 2 is x and y axis. So the first axis is corresponding to the x, so 0, because we don't want the player to jump on the x-axis. We need to jump on the y-axis. So 0 for x, and for y is going to be jump speed. Okay, so let's save the code, Control S, and let's preview the game. So okay, spacebar, yes. Whoa. Okay, yeah, it's good, but we need to fix some issues right here. So our first issue is that once we are in the air, we can jump again, and no matter where he is, he's gonna keep jumping each time that we click on the space bar. Let's see. Player, this is okay. So jump and jump and jump and jump, and we keep jumping. So okay, he's going down, 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 down. Yes. Okay, so let's fix this issue. So we need to make an object that is going to be a ground check. So we can tell in the scripting that if it's in if the ground check is true, then he can jump. If not in ground check, so the player can jump. So now let's make a new empty object, and we are going to call this object ground check. Ground check. Okay. Let's give him a label. This is our label from ground check. I'm going to put it in 2D view. Okay, ground check. Let's put it right here. Okay, this is below our player. Okay, perfect. Well, so let's make this ground check child of player, so it's in the hierarchy. Now we need to go to our script of character movement, and let's make some variables for the ground check. We're gonna say public ball grounded, and his initial value is gonna be false. Okay, next, public transform, and this is gonna be a ground check. Okay, let's make another float. It's gonna be public float ground radius, and as initial value we're gonna say 0.2 f, and public layer mask. This is a object, and we're gonna call what is ground. Okay, I'm going to explain everything but in the practical matter. So here the only one variable that we need to initialize is ground check. So let's go here in the function start, and let's say, okay, ground check. Ground check is equals to game object. This is another way to initialize variables. Game object dot find the ground check object. This one, this ground check does not have a label. So if the ground check have a label, we can say, okay, game object with tag. But as long as we do not have a tag, we just want to call the object. So that's why we only say game object dot find ground check, and it's going to be on his his functionality of transform. Okay, all right. Okay, now we need in the void on the fix update. Let's see, rigid body. If okay, let's see. We need to give a value to the grounded variable. Let's say grounded is equals to, let's see what we're gonna do. Grounded is our ball variable, so we are going to give a physics 2D overlapping circle. This is going, we need to assign a physics 2D um, to our platform, so it can check if it's grounded or if it's not grounded. So let's say physics 2D dot overlap circle and ground check dot position ground radius and what is ground. Okay, we're gonna understand all this in one moment. Let's go to the update function. Here we're saying if input get button down jump, but we need to say, okay, if grounded and input get button down. Yes, so remember that we made here a layer mask. We need to set up a layer, so what is in this layer is going to be what is ground. So let's save the code and let's go to Unity, and let's select anything, and here in layer we are going to make give add layer, and in layer 9 we're gonna make a new layer and we're gonna call midground. Okay, so where we're gonna put this layer midground? We're gonna put it in all the children of platform. So we can select all of them, and we can assign the new layer named midground. That's the first step. Now, with the same objects, uh, with this, I'm going to get it, okay? With this selection, we're gonna make a new component. We're going to give a box collider 2D. Yeah, it's going to be 2D, and we can see its collider right here. This blue line are the box collider 2D, and we have our layer midground now. And now, as I was saying, we need to add this layer. We need to give it to the what is ground variable. So um, let's, where is it? Okay, ground check. Let's get ground. No, where is it? Player? Okay, in player. Here we have. Okay, what is ground? We need to say midground. Okay, this is as for our layer mask. And now let's preview the game. So we can see when our player is grounded, here we have the check mark. So when he's not grounded, when he's jumping, hey, it's not grounded anymore. So once again, it's grounded. And when he is not grounded, he cannot make the other jumping. So okay, we just fixed this issue, and the other issue is that our player is jumping too high. So the way that we can fix this, and the right way to do it, is to change the gravity. So let's go to edit, project settings, physics. Where are the physics here? Okay, so by default, um, as it works in every 3D project, is that our gravity is minus 9.81. So let's play with the gravity, and let's change it to minus 30. Okay, and then okay, let's play the game. Let's see. All right, yes, I like that. Yes, and I don't know, we can work with that, or maybe if you want, you can play with his jump speed to 800. Let's see how this works. Okay, well, no, I guess I'm gonna stick with 600, and for me this is functional. All right, all right. Okay, now in the next lesson we need to set up the animation for the jumping. So I see you in the next lesson. Bye.